Hey y'all, it's 𝐒𝐒𝐃𝐈𝐀𝐋. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, can y'all believe it's been 2 years since I started my locks? The last time I even talked about my locks was when I hit my 4-month mark, and I made a whole video about it. And somewhere I was watching the video and I was literally sitting there like, yeah, I have 93 locks and some of my locks are locking. I was literally dead the whole time. So we gotta redeem ourselves and we gotta be a little bit more upbeat this time. We gotta do a lot, because I got a personality. I do got a personality. And people, sometimes people don't like my personality. I don't get why. I think it's because people see me and they expect something out of me, and then they get all mad because I'm not exactly what they expect. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just me. And if y'all, and so many people I feel like so many people don't like that. Like, I talk to myself. I don't think that's a big problem, but everybody else think it is. They're like, you look crazy. Oh well. Oh well. I could tell you what you look like, but you wouldn't like it. Back to the premise of the video. We're talking about my locks. My locks. Yes, I've had these locks for 2 years, and we're just gonna sit here and we are going to take care of them and do a little extra stuff with my locks and give them a little bit of love in this video, because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do be neglecting my locks, but you know, like, they ain't fall off yet. So I feel like I'm doing an okay job. So yeah, first of all, last lock video I did, I said I had like 93 locks. Since then, I've Congoed about a lot of my locks. Here's one actually. If y'all see that, hold up. If y'all see, this is a Congo right here. And I've Congoed some of my locks. They've just been thinning out, and I've just been like, well, they were thin to start off with, but then they got real thin when I started retwisting and changing up my retwisting style, which I'm gonna get into later. And I was just like, okay, you're just gonna have to go make a buddy, okay? You got a new family, a new lock family. You're with this one. And I would just comb them out and put them away and put them in another lock. So 93 locks, not no more. I'm probably about in the high 80s, 86, 87, 88, 89. I think I'm have about those. That's my number of how many locks I got, my range. I'm not gonna count my locks. I'm lazy. So yeah, 2 years of having my locks. Let's do a little length check. My locks are literally to my upper back. They look so good, oh my gosh. My upper back is where my locks are at. And yeah, and if y'all look at my other video, I will be unprivating it. I privated some of my videos, I'm sorry. I will be unprivating it. Y'all can see how much my locks have grown. I'll probably put a picture like up here or something. And they have grown so much, and I just realized that when I was taking pictures the other day. I was like, hold on, homie. Hold on, homie. Like that long. And I just can't wait for them to get longer. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for my locks to get longer. When my locks are like, when my locks hit around here or here or here, yo, and when I can curl them and they'll still be like long, like right now I give pixie cut whenever I curl my locks, which, hey, I look cute, but I want to give like Goldilocks. Like, I want my locks to be still here while I curl them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want my locks to be so cute. And I'm just give me 2 more years. Give me 2 more years, y'all, and I'll be so, I'm just thinking, I'll be so unstoppable. I'll be unstoppable. Thank you. But yeah, so yeah, let's just get started with the video, because I feel like I've been talking a lot. So let me start. First off, we're gonna wet my locks. Locks need water. I've been seeing TikTok videos of being like, remember when we used to wet our hair before we left the house? Like, remember when we used to wet our hair every morning? What are y'all talking about? Remember, I still do that. I still wet my hair. I still wet my locks every single morning. I don't know when that used to become like a kid thing. That's not a kid thing. Yo, if you have locks, please give them moisture. I used to see people like being like, you should be watering your locks 3 times a day. Nope. No. Just get a little spray bottle, put some leave-in conditioner in it, and to your locks every morning, and maybe every night. I do it every morning, not every night, but like still. Just do that and you will literally be perfectly fine. Your locks will be perfectly fine. And yeah, please, please, please don't let your locks be dry. I hate the feeling of dry locks. Please don't let your locks be dry. So yeah, please, please water your hair. Please. Next thing I could say is every retwisting method is not gonna work for you. Okay, and I'm gonna talk about it while I put on some leave-in conditioner. So basically, when I was starting out my lock journey, I was doing the good old, this is how much I got in my hand, the good old comb coils. Like that was my retwisting method, or like locksmithing and everything. And I would realize that my locks, after like 2 weeks of them in, or maybe even a few days with them in, they would just unravel, and I would just be sitting there crying, or not crying, but like wondering if my locks are ever going to lock, because they weren't, if I'm being so honest. Like here, if my locks were still doing what it did right then, when my locks weren't locking because of my retwisting pattern, this down would probably be locked. So like this, all this up here would be free hair that would just keep unraveling every single time I retwisted it. So I had to switch to interlocking, and there's just been such a bad rep on interlocking lately that people just stray away from it. And let's clear the air. Like, interlocking does not thin out your locks, okay? First of all, it don't thin out your locks. That's with any retwist method. If you retwist your hair a lot, your locks will thin, no matter what method. If you do comb coils a lot, your locks will thin. If you do locksmithing a lot, your locks will thin. It don't matter. So yeah, interlocking does not make your locks look messy. Now, if you don't use gel, yes, your locks will look messy. It won't give you them clean, neat parts that you get straight out of a retwisting session. I personally don't mind that. I don't like my locks looking like that. I feel bald whenever my locks look like that, so I don't do it. As you can see, I literally retwisted my locks a month ago. Not even a month ago, a week ago. And as y'all can see, it's not giving, it's giving these been marinating, and they haven't been marinating. This is I like skipping to that part of like your locks are like the retwisted, but like they're marinating now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like they're marinated. Hold on, let me plug in this. Okay. So yeah, another thing. So yeah, I feel like, did I do my other side? Y'all tell me, did I do my other side of my locks? I don't think so. So we're just gonna more. What else did I say? So yeah, do a retwisting method that's right for you. Personally, I have 4C hair, and I would recommend interlocking for 4C hair. If you have a finer hair or like a looser hair pattern, I would choose comb coils, and because it would help it thicken up. But 4C hair is already thick as is, so you really don't need that. What's another thing? Oh, please learn how to love your locks. Like, trust the process. Every single stage of your locks is just such a beautiful stage. I was watching my 4-month lock video, and I was just looking at all that frizz I used to have, and I was like, oh my gosh, my locks were so pretty. Like, I can't believe it. They were so pretty, all frizzy and stuff. And now I don't have any frizz, which is mainly because I be interlocking, but hey, I don't care. And I don't have any type of frizz, and I'm just like, oh, I kind of miss a little frizzy frizz. And yeah, what I don't like seeing is people just keep on putting styles on top of their starter locks and everything. I used to do that, or I still kind of do that every so often. I do put styles over my locks, either like a braid, a wig, or some twists. I just realized that my locks dry out whenever I do that. Maybe because I'm not taking care of it, maybe it's on my side, but it's just not good for my locks. How do you take care of your locks under a wig? Hey, it's just my locks are really brittle and really like, water please, like water. water. They feel like Patrick and SpongeBob during the SpongeBob movie when they were drying out under that lamp. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how my locks feel. Okay. So the last thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna put on this Blue Magic grease. It don't smell like Blue Magic. It don't smell like Blue Magic at all. It don't smell like Blue Magic at all. Maybe because I've had her so long, but it don't smell like Blue Magic. I'm talking a lot, like I'm talking fast. Are y'all keeping up? Because I'm talking fast. Oh well. So this is all you need for your head of hair, okay? You're gonna take the Blue Magic. You're gonna make some heat. And you just go all over your locks. What's another thing? Something weird that I've realized is some people are more attached to my locks than me, or some people don't like me because of my locks. And I'm talking in a romantical sense. Like, is romantical a word? I don't know. In a romantic sense. I had a boy tell me one time, I don't like her. She has locks, and girls with locks have too much hair. What? And it just kind of threw me for a loop. And then sometimes I have people, or I'll be telling people, like, sometimes I do want to comb out my locks. I'm not even gonna lie. That'd be a thought in my mind. And I'll tell people that, and they'll be like, no! Like, they'll be screaming, crying, throwing up on the floor. On the floor. Like, when I'm talking about, like, getting rid of my hair. Like, I'm not touching them. But they're like, no. And I've had some people say, I'm not gonna be fine anymore if I take out my locks. And that just kind of is weird in my opinion, but that's just something you're gonna have to deal with. You got people who like your hair but hate your hair. Maybe that's just something that happens with me, but it's either or. Like, there's no middle ground. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, that's all I have to really say. My last thing I'm gonna say is trust the process. You need to trust the process and just know that locks are going to help you with self-love so much. Really loving your natural hair is a hard thing to do, especially if you are going with locks, because after locks, the last thing I'm going to say is trust the process. Love every single stage of your hair, the frizzy part to all the way to the mature part. Like, it's going to get rough. It's going to look bad before it looks better. So yeah, y'all, I just remember so many times I would be sitting in my room just thinking I looked really bad and really ugly with my locks. And then I would just remember that for me, this is the most versatile I've ever been with my locks. And I would just feel so unconfident. And I'm just like, I just realized that, Kinsley, this is the longest that your hair has ever been. Locks have helped me so much to grow my hair, because I was at such a stagnant for like 9 to 10 years of my life. My hair would not grow. I would keep it in a fro and I would just never take care of it. And now it's just so much easier to maintain and so much easier to have locks in my hair. Like, locks are so amazing. And yeah, and it's just so nice to know that I can wake up every single day and I could go like this and be like, okay, I'm walking out the house like this. Or I could put it in a little ponytail. Oh, that looks really bad. Put it in a little ponytail and I could walk out the house like this. It takes me 2 seconds to do my hair and I just love it. So yeah, I hope you find this video interesting. If you did, if you like me, if you like my vibe, you should definitely subscribe to my channel and come back next week to see my next video. Watch the last video where I went, where did I go? I didn't go anywhere. I did get ready with me to go to school. Yeah. So watch the last video, and yeah, I hope y'all have a nice day. I'll see y'all later. Bye.